The COVID-19 pandemic has affected standard surgical practices and treatment of patients for routine, elective, planned, and emergency surgeries. This is an overview of how we surgeons are coping with the current situation. The medical and surgical management of non-COVID conditions have practically come to a standstill in the current pandemic. Since anybody could be a potential COVID carrier, hospital and doctors have to screen patients for COVID as a standard protocol. Patients are fearful of visiting hospitals for seemingly non-urgent health issues. Hence, those issues are likely to get aggravated. Since people are being advised to stay at home, and rightly so, self-medication has become quite common, but this is not always good. Fear may lead to neglect of seemingly less important illnesses, and that can lead to complications. Hence, timely consultation for discussing what is urgent and what can wait is important. Many surgical conditions can deteriorate if not treated in time. Hence, hygienic standard practices must be followed in order to ensure safety on both sides. Emergency surgery has to go on, irrespective of COVID status. This includes mainly trauma and abdominal injuries with hemoperitoneum, which just cannot wait. Other emergency conditions which need urgent surgical attention are severe inflammatory conditions such as acute appendicitis, acute cholecystitis, intestinal perforations and sepsis, diverticulitis, and colonic perforations. In these cases, a COVID report can be awaited. Acute intestinal obstruction resulting from obstructed hernias or other causes, torsion of testes or ovary, ruptured ovarian cyst, intra-abdominal abscesses, and acute anorectal conditions such as bleeding piles, abscesses, or fissures also need urgent surgical treatment. Any cancerous condition demands urgent treatment. There is no alternative therapy for cancer. Rapid spread of the disease through lymphatic and hematogenous routes may lead to an advanced metastatic disease which results in undesirable outcomes. So what are the safety precautions that we are taking in our OPDs? Every patient and the attendant who comes along with the patient undergoes a thermal screening outside the OPD complex. Hand sanitization, social distancing, well ventilated OPD areas are extremely important, and these are practiced. Consultation should be made by appointment in order to avoid crowding in the OPD area. Single specialty clinics and hospitals are better in this time so that crowd is avoided. Regular hand washing by examining doctor, nurse, and attending staff is practiced. Barrier methods are used for examination of the patient. This includes the use of a mask, face shield, gloves, gown, cap, or a personal protective equipment wherever required. Sterilization of examination equipment in the OPD and cleaning of surfaces is ensured with an alcohol-based sanitizing solution. Hand washing and use of sanitizer is a must in between patients, and the use of disposable sheets, gowns, and equipment is advisable. Inside the operation theatre, we follow the following precautions in order to minimize or prevent virus spread. We have minimum staff in the operation theatre. The patient is brought into the OT with a 3-layered mask. Specialized anesthesia gear such as a specialized intubation box, use of double filters, proper channeling of exhaled gases is done. Use of a mask with respirators, face shield, impervious gowns, and double gloves are worn by the surgeon and entire OT staff. Ambient OT temperature is maintained at the ideal level. Instruments and laparoscopy equipment are cared for properly. If there are more than one surgery planned at a time, the gap between two surgeries is maintained at about 1 hour. A special consent is taken from the patient regarding COVID. Nowadays, we have patients who come out to be COVID positive preoperatively. The elective surgery needs to be delayed for a period of 3 to 4 weeks, and surgery can then be safely performed on such COVID recovered patients. Post-operative review is carried out as per the usual protocol. For any concerns in between, a teleconsultation with the surgeon can be arranged. Any adjuvant chemotherapy or radiation therapy must not be delayed under any circumstance. So, in conclusion, some surgical illnesses need urgent treatment. Triage and proper decision making is important. Any cancer must be treated urgently. Healthcare personnel take adequate care to prevent cross infection. Fear should not win against safe and necessary surgical treatment. Thank you.